All right, let's do it. It's Weather for Weather Geeks on this Tuesday evening. This is my daily, really super in-depth weather video. We're going to take a deep dive into the short and medium range forecast here, which includes some really wild changes at the end of this week and into the weekend. First, quick review of today, time-lapse video style here. Another good-looking day today. We had a decent amount of sunshine overlooking the skyline here in Youngstown, of course, and there's YSU right above my head. And yeah, today was a winner. Temperatures got into the mid-50s, even upper 50s once again this afternoon, about 10 degrees above the average. It is November the 15th. Our average high on November 15th is 49 degrees. That sounds chilly. We just haven't been near average very much lately. This trend, of course, will continue over the next several days. And our highs, by the end of this week on Friday, our highs will be more typical of about September 20th, say. So just about 2 months different as far as the forecasted high and when that high is average. So it's a big warm-up coming at the end of the week, and then we'll talk about the changes for the weekend. Well, tomorrow is going to start out, I think, with clouds. Now, as we get into the afternoon, our model here is still kind of pessimistic with the clouds. I think this is a little too pessimistic. I think the sky will try to brighten tomorrow afternoon. I can't rule out a passing sprinkle, especially in the morning. No big deal. As we go into Thursday morning, I think some of this low-level moisture may get trapped a little bit under a warm layer aloft, and that could result in some fog or maybe a deck of low clouds early on Thursday, but it won't be around for the entire day. I think it just turns bright and sunny by Thursday afternoon. What a beautiful afternoon Thursday. If you thought today was warm at 59 degrees, we got 62 in the forecast for Thursday, and then Friday is our day where we're really off to the races, up into the upper 60s ahead of this strong cold front. Notice what this system is doing. It's warm ahead of it, but look behind it. Yeah, ahead of it's warm, behind it is snow in the upper Midwest. So there's quite a dramatic change on either side of this frontal system. Look at the snow adding up through Friday midday. Minneapolis up towards the Arrowhead of Michigan around International Falls. Heading back into the Dakotas, parts of the Rockies. Pretty sizable snow event for them. All right, so it's a tale of two air masses on either side of this front. We're in the warm sector here on Friday. Let's go into the weekend. I think Saturday is going to be a backwards day. Whatever the temperature is at daybreak, that'll be as warm as it gets. Temperatures are going to drop fairly dramatically on Saturday, starting at around 50 in the morning and then maybe ending up at 30 by the end of the afternoon or into the evening. The lake effect snow will begin on Saturday up in Michigan. Ohio State plays Michigan State at noon on Saturday. It's going to be very windy up there, and there'll probably be some snow showers as well. We'll see a transition over to snow showers here, I think, by late in the afternoon or early in the evening on Saturday. And snow showers will be around then Saturday night and heading into the day on Sunday. Notice our wind streamlines here blowing right over all of the Great Lakes and in a northwest to southeast fashion. So the snow belts of northeast Ohio, northwest PA, southwest New York, the mountainous areas to the east of Pittsburgh are going to do pretty well, I think, with the lake effect. The water temperatures, as I showed you yesterday, on the Great Lakes are well above average. So there's going to be a tremendous temperature difference between the air temperature, a couple of thousand feet up, and the water temperature. Very big difference. So there's going to be some Mondo lake effect snow, I think, in the traditionally favored areas. Briefly talk about the wind chills and just kind of the difference in how it feels outside between Friday and Sunday. Here's a look at one of our models for Friday. It's too cool. I think temperatures will be closer to 70 on Friday. And then here comes the cold air. So wind chills on the map by Saturday morning are dropping through the 40s. The actual air temperature may be in the lower 50s Saturday morning. Then by the end of the daylight hours on Saturday, yikes, it's dropping close to freezing as far as the wind chill goes, with southwest winds 16 to 20, 25 miles per hour. And then on Sunday, this is the really harsh day. I mean, Sunday afternoon, it's going to feel no better than the lower 20s, with winds gusting to 30 or 35 miles per hour. Air temperatures not much above freezing. All of a sudden, it's going to be like January after being close to 70 on Friday. So again, this is going to be a very, very dramatic change. All right, as far as the timing of precipitation types here, I think whatever falls out of the clouds Saturday morning, probably into the midday hours, is rain. And there might be a brief period where it kind of goes back and forth between rain and snow showers, and then I think it's just snow showers by Saturday evening, and then heading into the overnight Saturday night, and then all day Sunday, and even into Sunday night and parts of Monday, there'll be some snow showers around parts of northeast Ohio and northwest PA. All right, it's way too early to talk about any sort of official forecast. You're not going to see me showing you a model showing your backyard's going to get 2.4 inches of snow. No way. But what I can guide you through here is kind of what the early indications are. Here's a look at the European model chances or probability of more than 1 inch worth of snow. So the colors here are the odds of more than 1 inch. The brighter the colors, the higher the odds. Most of Northeast Ohio, Northwest PA is in kind of this orange shade here, and that's well up to 70, 80, even 90%. So I think there's going to be a lot of places that get an inch worth of snow, enough to, at least dust off your car and perhaps even break out the shovels. At a minimum, I think there's a chance that, some places in our viewing area are going to see a fair amount more than that. And then, of course, up in the primary snow belt, Geauga County, Lake County, Ashtabula County, heading over towards Erie, PA, into southwest New York around Jamestown. This will easily be enough to cover the ground and cause some travel difficulties, and several inches of snow is going to be likely in those areas. Now here's a look at some of the actual numbers on the European model. Now this is the ensemble mean. In other words, out of 51 kind of flavors in the European model, with 51 different runs, this is the average of those 51 runs. I think it's a pretty reasonable place to start as far as trying to figure out how much snow there will be. I just showed you the odds. Here's a look at the actual numbers. And again, anything in the blue here is 2 inches or more, but don't get too fixated on exact amounts. It's only Tuesday. This is Saturday night, Sunday night. I just want to give you a sense as to where it's likely to be more of a lake effect bonanza. And it's going to be in the usual spots. Ashtabula, heading over towards Erie, towards Jamestown. And then, of course, if you've ever been on I-70 or I-80 in Pennsylvania, as you go east, you get into some higher terrain. And down into the mountains of West Virginia, up through the Alleghenies in PA, some places are, going to get several inches of snow out of this. So, again, whatever source you're using for your weather information, whether it's me or someone else, don't get fixated on exact numbers. It's way too early. And this is kind of something we preach all winter long when we're talking about wintry weather. The reliability of computer models and forecasts several days out when it comes to exact snow amounts is not very good. But just giving you an early heads up that this could be enough to shovel, could be enough to cause some travel disruptions. During the day Sunday, it'll have to be snowing pretty hard for it to stick on the roads. The roads are going to be warm. Air temperatures are going to be a little above freezing. Now, it can stick if it's coming down hard enough, but if it's a lightish snow shower, it'll stick on your grass and on your car tops, but during the day, light hours, Sunday, it'll have a hard time sticking on the roads. Different story at night when the sun is not up in the sky. But during the day, Sunday, it'll have to be coming down pretty hard to cause accumulations on the roads. Much more, of course, on this in future editions of Weather for Weather Geeks. I've gone on long enough this evening. I'll see you tonight on 21 News at 11. Have a great night.